Hi, my name is Bridget Hodge, and I'm a retail expert here at Fit Small Business. Today, we will be looking at retail merchandising and how you can use it to enhance your business. If you are watching this video on YouTube, there is a corresponding article with even more information in the description box below. Also, if you like this video, be sure to subscribe to the Fit Small Business YouTube channel so that you never miss an upload. Without further ado, let's get into it. By definition, merchandising is all the nonverbal tactics that retailers use for presenting and promoting their goods in store. Merchandising can also benefit your business in many ways, including increasing your foot traffic, increasing your inventory turnover, and by extension, driving your sales, maximizing your space, and inspiring a higher customer return rate. In general, there are 7 elements included in store merchandising. These include your store layout, your product displays, your product selection, your pricing strategy, loss prevention strategies, upkeep and store cleanliness, as well as your e-commerce merchandising. So let's take a look at each of the elements and talk a little bit about them. The first element that we will look at today is your store layout, or the way that your shelves, racks, fitting rooms, and other permanent fixtures are arranged in your store, and the way that this arrangement dictates shopping patterns and behaviors. Your store layout is the foundation upon which you build the rest of your store and can dictate the way that people shop in your space. Let's take an example. Here we have a grocery store. The layout here is pretty typical for this type of business, using the classic grid pattern to create parallel aisles filled with shelf-stocked goods. And this is no coincidence. All grocery stores use this layout because it allows their customers to shop systematically, making their way through aisles, and prioritizes convenient shopping experience with lots of labels and streamlined organization. Let's take another example. Here's an example of a different store layout referred to as a mixed or free flow floor plan, commonly found in boutiques and clothing stores. Rather than promoting a systematic shopping like for errands, this variety of store promotes browsing and exploration and lets shoppers move through the space freely as opposed to confining them to aisles. Now, as we can see, floor plans have a massive effect on the overall feel of your store and the way that customers interact with your products. When considering the best store layout for your business, you will want to consider the following variables: your available square footage, the amount of merchandise you have to display, the type of products you have to sell, the experience you want to create or facilitate, and your brand. Check out our store layouts article linked in the description box below for more detailed information on store layouts and the best ways to approach laying out your store. The next element that we'll take a look at are product displays, or temporary or permanent arrangements that showcase products. Product displays are another important element of retail merchandising that help to draw attention to products, highlight key features, move people through your space, create an engaging shopping experience, and ultimately drive your sales. Now, there are many different kinds of displays that you can use to make your products shine and to create an engaging experience for your customers. There are point of purchase displays, end cap displays, point of sale displays, table displays, wall displays, and finally window displays. If you want to learn more about product displays and how to best use them in your space, we have an in-depth article linked in the description box below. In addition to how you display your products, another important element of merchandising is your product selection, or the products that you choose to sell in your store that create a cohesive brand image, complement each other, and motivate shoppers to buy. When you consider what products you should carry, there are several factors that you should take into account, including demand, market saturation or holes, your budget, your brand, and the availability of the products. That brings us to the fourth element of merchandising, your pricing strategy. To be successful, you should not just worry about the products you have and how you display them. Good merchandising requires that you also have a smart pricing strategy. So, how can you create a pricing strategy that will be in line with your customer demand and leave you with enough margin to make a profit? Use these 3 metrics as your guide. So the first one you have is your profit margin, which measures the amount by which your revenue surpasses your costs. Then you have the price elasticity of demand, or the change in consumption of a product in relation to the change in its price. And finally, you have markup, which measures the amount you add to your product cost to get your selling price. These metrics are not just great for creating your initial strategy. You should also continue to monitor your profit margin, price elasticity of demand, and markup over time so that your prices continually reflect demand and you can maintain your bottom line. If you want to learn more about how to approach your pricing strategy and the types of pricing you can use, there is a link to our pricing guide in the description box below and in the pricing section of the article. And now we're at the fifth element, which is loss prevention. As you merchandise your store, you should be considering how you can protect your products from theft via their placement and presentation. So, for example, you might merchandise your most expensive products in a case or around your register for more security. We have an entire article on loss prevention strategies, as well as other security tools and solutions. That article is listed in the description box below and linked in the article, so feel free to check it out if you're interested in more information. Making our way, we've arrived at the sixth element of merchandising, which is store upkeep and cleanliness. Merchandising will require constant upkeep and rotation to keep your visuals fresh and your best products at the forefront. Not only that, but you should strive to keep your store sanitary and clean at all times so that customers can focus on the products rather than their hygiene. That brings us to our final merchandising element, e-commerce merchandising. In today's world, retail businesses cannot just exist as brick-and-mortar storefronts. They also have to be online in order to deliver the omni-channel experience that customers expect, compete in a post-pandemic world, and capitalize on all shopping channels. E-commerce merchandising includes the following elements, and you can learn more about each in our What is Merchandising article listed in the description box below. The first thing is clear design, which means your website should be uncluttered, reflect your brand, and create a cohesive brand image between in-store and online. The next thing you want to think about is homepage storytelling. You should use your homepage to give people a clear picture of your brand, as well as your current offerings and key products. Then there's your path to purchase. You want to be sure this is as simple as possible. Make your checkout option clear and easy to see at any page of your site. Also, show your checkout steps and where customers are in the checkout process. Then you also want to have streamlined and intuitive site navigation. If customers can't find what they're looking for, they will never make a purchase. So be sure your site is easy to navigate. Then you have product photos and descriptions. Product descriptions and images should give people peace of mind and anticipate and answer any questions they might have about your products. In general, the more images, the better, and the more information, the better. The best thing you can do when writing a product description or taking product photos is to step into your customer's shoes so you can anticipate their questions and concerns. You will also want to be sure you integrate membership options onto your website. This allows customers to make an account with you while they are shopping, which will encourage their return, streamline their purchase history, and maintain an ongoing line of communication. And finally, banners. You should include banners on your website so that you can flash your offers at any point in your customer journey, and they will always know what your current offers are as they're making purchasing decisions. All right, and that brings us to the end of our What is Merchandising video, the 7 elements of retail merchandising. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something. Again, if you're watching this video on YouTube, we have a corresponding article in the description box below where you can dive deeper into all these topics. Also, if you liked this video, be sure and subscribe to the Fit Small Business YouTube channel so that you never miss an upload. And thank you so much for watching.